I love your emphasis on leadership. We, of course, live in the Bay Area where the arc of the journey is from startup to scale up. And both of you have seen this saga being replayed several times over. But one thing I've noticed as an observer is, as you go on the arc from startup to scale up, a lot of leadership, it seems to me, is leading when you don't know, as opposed to leading when you know. Yeah. Now, how do you lead millennials when you don't know?
I think that part of it is showing up who you are. There's to say, like, look, these are the data this is the data we have. This is the decision that I've made. Yeah, we might be wrong, but we're never going to get perfect data. And I think that transparency is a key thing. We were talking earlier about, the football coach at Alabama. Nick Saban, his comment was 10 years ago, he could say to his players, go do this, and they'd go do it. Now he has to say to his players, go do this, by the way, and here's why I want you to go do this. And with that extra step of explanation as to what his logic was, he's able to get high performance out of his players. And so maybe that's one of the things that's changing is it's okay as a leader to be a little bit vulnerable, to say, I don't have all the data, and by the way, most hard decisions are made without a bunch of data. Given what we have, this was my filters, these are my reasons. I've listened, I've heard, I've absorbed, but now we've got to move forward. We've made the decision, time to go.
I love that, because it is about leadership is as much about know thyself. We've heard this for a long time. Have the confidence in yourself to say, I don't know. Have the confidence to be self-aware enough to say, I may not have this all right, but we're going to take our best educated guess given the information we have on hand, and we're moving forward.
And I think what's hard about that, especially with this generation, like if you read TechCrunch, everyone's got their act together and everything's perfect and everyone's killing it except
your Instagram
Oh my
version.
God, everything is, and that's just not reality. So everyone kind of knows that that's fake. Yeah. Everyone knows that that's an image. I think sometimes people are drawn to authentic leaders who are willing to say, yeah, here's how my life's a hot mess today.
Yeah.
And because all of our lives are sometimes a hot mess.
The closer you can get to authenticity, even when you're in that leadership position, especially when you're in that leadership position.
I love the way you've invoked authenticity. As I listen to both of you, I'm thinking of authenticity as like almost a passageway between a room called doubt and a room called confidence. You go back from one another.